Alright guys, just filling up the sprayer here again. I have some more hay fields I want to get sprayed. I have 2 fields that I never got any herbicide on this year. Just because of the constant rain and just never getting a chance to get it on. So we're getting the sprayer filled up here. It'll be the second time I get to use the foam marker. Make sure that the other foam mixing chamber is working. These fields, the one was very thick. It's a very thick orchard grass, and I really didn't have all that many weeds in it. If anything, I had poison ivy was one of the big things that I noticed, and of course some mare's tail. So that I'm done second cutting in these fields. I want to get some herbicide down and some residual. Then the verdict is still out whether I can do a third cutting. There's a window that you have to wait before you can harvest after you put herbicide on. So typically, like I'd said before, I like to get a herbicide on after first cutting, but it just didn't happen this year. So if I go the whole year without getting anything on, next year I'm gonna have a total mess. So it's been a few weeks since I took the hay off, so the weeds are starting to come back. So I'm gonna get this filled up and get spraying. It's a little windy. I might have to wait till later. So see what we can do. So I'll talk sprayers here while I'm opening up these manual booms. Auto rate controllers, what do you guys think of them? I have a neighbor that has it, and he said one of the drawbacks that he noticed was if you do have a trouble spot, or even when you're putting nitrogen down, with the auto rate controller, it's only going to put on what it's programmed to put on. So like if you have a spot of corn that's a little bit lacking and you want to put some more nitrogen down, or if you have a real weedy spot that you want to put more herbicide on, the auto rate controller, basically it doesn't matter if you speed up or slow down, it's going to put the rate that it's programmed to put on. I don't know if there's any way to get around that, if you can override it. I don't know much about it. I'm sure every company's just a little bit different, like the Hardy versus the Crop Care, or some of these different sprayers. I'm almost positive that I'm not putting a uniform rate on the way I do it. But one thing I can do, guess that'll stay on. One thing I can do is speed up or slow down and kind of judge what it needs. So I don't know, it's something to think about. And this episode is not endorsed by the Pepsi company. And I don't have cup holders, so I'll get some spraying done here anyway. This field was just covered in weeds for second cut. In case you're wondering, that spot in the field, I may have said it in a previous video, but that spot is a school bus sized rock. And the previous guy had dug it out and nobody could move it. The logger had tried. He had even drilled holes in it to try to break it. In the winter time, filled it with water to try to freeze it apart. So early in the spring, I had my neighbor with a backhoe come out, and we filled it in. One thing the logger did do is he broke enough of it off that it's under the surface. But we never got it leveled off nice enough to be able to farm for hay. just ran out of time, and then we got torrential rain, and I didn't want ruts in the field, so now it's starting to get into a drier weather pattern, so I'm pretty sure we will try to work at that. Some of you guys could probably spot the problem there already. The foam marker is hitting the nozzle, or it's blocking the spray pattern. I gotta weld some extensions on the end of the boom. The last nozzle is right at the end of the boom, so I don't have much room. All right, I got my boom stuck in the weeds there. Operator error again. So yeah, I got to weld an extension on the end of the boom, be able to put the mounting for the foam markers. And I decided that this will stay a hay field. I had a agent from the county extension come out, and they looked over the place, and they said that this slope on this field is harder than the other ones I have, and it'd be better to keep this a hay field. And the other thing is, this is brand new seeding. Well, it's about 2 years old, so we're going to try to take care of it and get some nitrogen on regular. Apologize for the shaky camera work. This field is a little bit rough. Alright, the spraying didn't take too long. Now we're going to tent some of this hay on this steep hill here. Taking it a little bit easy. See how the 685 does. Like I say, this is narrower. It's set on 30-inch centers. Deal to get to it tomorrow because it looks like the weather's supposed to be good. Oh, you've seen videos of me tenting. I did price a new hay rake. Priced a Peckway. I think the model was HR 1140. I was down at Zimmerman. I want to get a few different prices, and I'm not 100% sure I want a rotary rake yet, but we'll see. I had priced a New Holland rotary. It didn't look like it was as heavy duty as the Peckway, and they wanted almost $500–600 more. But it was 0% financing, leaving all on credit. Whereas the Peckway didn't have 0%, but I hope to be able to just pay cash. So I got two prices anyway. And there's no real rush just yet. that outside row, just let it there. It's more or less just weeds, and there's that much of a hump there. If I got up on it with the tractor, I'd probably roll it over. But I just stuck the hay vine out to knock some of them weeds down. You can see I didn't get them all. It doesn't feel that bad. Like I said, I think I was just because it was a new field and everybody had warned me how steep it was. Better to err on the side of caution. So I get this tethered around. I got 2 loads of hay to unload, so the wagons are empty. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.